What's going on, guys? It's your boy Spudzie here, and this week I was matched against Maguma in Wolves' World. Now if you know anything about Maguma Week, then you'd probably realize what this video is going to be about. For those of you that do not know, essentially Maguma is one of the many servers in Wolves' World that you are able to match up against. The particular person who plays on this server takes the whole Wolves' World scene very seriously, simultaneously ruining the experience for others by taking over almost every part of the map and spawn camping any opposition. Well, today I had enough and decided to concoct my own anti-gank 1v2 super turbo Vindicator build. You see, when the going gets tough and there's no other options to explore, sometimes you have to stoop down to levels so low not even the most vile players would stoop to. That is why for this build, I am running a Celestial statted durability rune Vindicator. Truly a disgrace to humanity. As you can see in most of these clips, the build is very capable and built for taking on multiple opponents at once. The Celestial stats mixed with durability runes make for so much sustain on Vindicator that you are practically unkillable. Combined with our legend choices being Alliance Stance and Chalice, it is actually very hard to die on this build, seeing how much utility and defensive options that we have. While our damage certainly isn't the best, Maguma Week isn't about that. It's all a battle of attrition, and given enough time, you should be able to outlast most opponents long enough to where you've dealt enough damage and burnt through all of their CDs. The added might that we get from our dodge stacks up pretty high with stuff like Energy Sigil, making it so that we can dodge much more frequently. I did some testing beforehand and tried to use the heal and barrier dodge variant, but found out that the build just didn't do enough damage. The added might and boon extension from Boon Drop was too valuable to not run. The Greatsword is our main source of damage, rarely ever swapping over to Staff for some more defensive options. When it comes to traits, the Retribution trait line is favored thanks to the offensive and defensive potential. Gaining resolution each time we dodge increases our damage by 10%, making it so that the boon extension in my applications don't go to waste and further increase our damage. The thing to note is that the multipliers are what make this build do enough damage to win fights. The Invocation trait line was one I'm not too sure about. The Condi Cleanse and Fury applications were nice, but I feel as if not necessary given a build of this nature. The Salvation trait line is a viable alternative as it will allow us even more defense on the trade-off that we lose a very small amount of offense. That being said, this build is most certainly meant to be a troll build and used for weeks like this. While this can be used competitively, I'd advise running something a bit less troll, seeing as how a build like this could net you many enemies. If you guys enjoyed the video, please let me know by leaving me a like and a subscribe, as it helps me out a ton. Let me know what we think of the build, and if this is just another one of those troll builds that you will not be running. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.